If the hare has been showing up in your life, this isn't random. In Celtic and pagan traditions, the hare is a powerful spirit animal, one that appears when your life is moving faster than you realise, and when missing the moment could cost you. In this video, I'm going to break down the key messages the hare brings, how to recognise its signs, and why seeing one has long been considered a perfectly timed opportunity. So if you're seeing a hare recently, whether on a screen, a mug or in real life, this message might be meant for you. Hares have always been different. Unlike rabbits, they don't hide underground. They live out in the open, alert, exposed and always ready to move. To the Celts and Druids, that made them deeply symbolic. They were seen as creatures of threshold, with many folklore stories referring to hares as witches in disguise. They are also closely tied to the land, the moon, and cycles of fertility and prosperity. So when a hare appears, it was never dismissed as a coincidence. It was a sign that something in your life needed attention. Message 1. Hares are built for speed, so when they move, they don't wait around. And when one appears to you, it's often a sign that something in your life is happening quickly. And you need to be ready to recognise it for what it is. Because not everything arrives looking obvious. It may come out of the blue, or perhaps sooner than you expected. There's an old Cornish folk tale about a hare that hunters could never catch. No matter how fast they ran, it always escaped. Eventually, they managed to wound it. But when they returned to the village, they found a woman with the exact same injury. The hare had been her all along. The hunters thought they understood what they were chasing, but they weren't truly seeing. And that's the message here. In your life, something may be moving fast, but if you're not alert, you could misread it completely. An opportunity might look like a problem. A turning point might feel ordinary. The hare doesn't just ask you to act quickly, it asks you to pay attention. If you're drawn to messages like this and want to explore more spirit animal signs, make sure you subscribe to Optimistic Orbit and check out the full animal signs playlist. Let me know in the comments if there's an animal you would like us to cover, because every animal carries a message and sometimes it shows up exactly when you need it most. If you've ever seen boxing hares, you'll know they stand tall and defend themselves with force. Symbolically, this is powerful because the hare appears not just when it's time to move, but when it's time to stop backing down. If this is your sign, it could be asking you to set clear boundaries, speak when you would normally stay quiet, or hold your ground in a situation perhaps where you've been giving too much away. So the hare has appeared to tell you that the timing is now right to have that conversation you've been avoiding. It asks you to review your self-worth and stand up for what is right, just and fair when it comes to your own life. Message 3. Hares are most active at dusk and dawn, the in-between moments. In Celtic beliefs, these were sacred times when the veil between worlds was thin and energy was shifting. So when a hare appears, it can be a sign that you're in a threshold moment in your own life. Not quite where you were, but not quite where you're going, and that's okay. This message is about trusting timing. If you are experiencing something in your life that feels delayed, you have felt impatient for change, or perhaps even feel obstacle after obstacle seems to block your path forward, the hare is here to remind you that everything happens in divine timing and that actually things are aligning for your higher good. The hare moves with the rhythm of the world, not against it. Message 4. Across cultures, the hare has long been seen as a symbol of luck, prosperity and fertility, and much of this comes from its connection to the moon. You may have seen the images of moon-gazing hares. This ancient symbol represents harmony, abundance and the continuous flow of life. In Wiccan folklore, seeing a hare, especially near moonlight, was considered incredibly lucky. The Celts worshipped the hare and it was viewed as a sacred animal. Queen Boudicca of the Iceni was also believed to have prayed to a hare goddess before going into battle with the Romans. So if you see a hare, particularly a moon-gazing hare, it might be that prosperity is on its way to you. Energy is aligning in your favour and something abundant is beginning to unfold. Even today, this can show up as unexpected opportunities, growth in your work or ideas, or things finally starting to click into place. The hare isn't just a sign of movement, it's a sign that things are working with you. So if you've been seeing hares, whether in real life, in dreams, or through repeated signs, take a moment to reflect, because across centuries of folklore, they've been seen as symbols of luck, prosperity, and meaningful opportunity. They are creatures of open land, always aware, always ready, and always moving in tune with the world around them. They don't hide, they observe, they act, and they trust the moment when it comes. So until next time, stay alert to the signs around you, trust the rhythm of your life, and when your moment comes, move swiftly and don't look back.